What up, though? This is Anime Express coming to you with a review and my thoughts on Boruto, episode 37. I hope everybody is staying blessed, staying positive. If you're stressed out, I hope you're smoking weed. And you know what it is. Let's get into it. So, Boruto episode 37. I actually really enjoyed this episode. It was a very nostalgic episode. We always love when Kakashi brings out his bell test, his bell exam to test out younger ninja, and I think this was a really well animated episode. I love the story. It started out with Kakashi. He has Boruto basically pinned to submission, and he's telling Boruto that if you don't have any resolve, if you don't have any reason to be a ninja, you can never get out of situations like this. Like, you and all your little friends, you think this is just a ninja. This ninja thing is just a game, but it's not a game. Like, shit's gonna get real one day. And he said, "Are you willing to break your arm to get out of this submission hold?" And Boruto, he didn't know what to do. I mean, he was about ready to give up. And then Misuke came and attacked Kakashi. Now, this was a very good animated scene. I loved it. We all know how strong Misuke is. So he jumps, he tries to attack Kakashi. Kakashi one-shots him. It didn't look that serious to begin with. When I go back and look at the episode after Misuke got hit, he did disappear rather quickly. But we find out later in the episode that Kakashi really hit that nigga, and he was down for the count for a little while. But Iwabi comes in. Iwabi does some ground style jutsu. It helps Boruto get away. Next time we see everybody, they're in a cave and they're talking about strategy, or how could they possibly get this bell? What is this test about? It seems impossible, and it's only one bell. Boruto, he goes and he tells them that everything that Kakashi said, that if they were in real battle, then they would absolutely get slaughtered. And he believes that it's his fault because everybody looks up to him. He influences everybody. So he's really down on himself, and Iwabi comes in, and Iwabi, he grabs Boruto by the shirt, picks him up, and it looks like he wants to fight Boruto, but really he's trying to express his feelings. He's trying to tell Boruto that, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I would still be in the corner of the classroom soaking and, trying to be a bully and not understanding these lessons that come with being a ninja. I would not have any morals if it wasn't for you. And that's when all the other classmates reassure Boruto that he was the nucleus of the class. It was the class president or class representative, Dinky. Sorry if I'm pronouncing these names wrong. What I found interesting is that for a second, I didn't even know Sarahata was even there. I was like, oh, she not gonna say nothing? She like, fuck that shit. But Boruto tells Wasabi to go heal Misuke because, he says he's fine. Misuke got hurt. He got one-shotted by Kakashi. Kakashi really hit him. And I think that must have been instinctively. It seems like Misuke barely has any feelings. He just has feelings for Boruto. And he probably came at Kakashi with some kind of killing intent, and Kakashi just one-shotted him. So he was pretty fucked up, but he woke up and he gave a little motivational speech to Boruto as well. So they all decided to put their heads together, and Boruto pretty much figured out, like, this test is not just about getting the bell. This test is about our resolve. If we can get that bell, then all of us will pass. So They come up with a plan. They realize that they have 24 hours, and even though they were in fights with the teachers, they still had their headbands. The teachers didn't really go after their headbands to disqualify them. So they realized that, and they realized they still have time. So they say that early bird gets the worm. So as soon as they come up with this strategy, they decide to go out. So they move out, and the teachers have some of the kids tied up, captured. Kakashi went away. The other teacher said they didn't need him there. So he had left earlier. And all we had left was the snake lady. And we had Konohamaru. So the kids decide to come up with a distraction. They launch a bunch of smoke bombs. They use substitution jutsu, and they're also using speed to distract both of the teachers. And class representative, she let out Nu, and Nu went to put earbuds in all of their ears, and all of the captured kids' ears. Boruto in the background, he's explaining the plan. He's saying Metoli and Wasabi. Speaking of which, Wasabi, I thought when he was first introduced, I thought he was like a fodder character. I thought he played no part in any of the main characters' roles. You know how shows are, you have the seven or 8, 9, 10 main characters or whatever. And everybody else in the classroom, they were just there. Like, they were just silent. They act like they didn't even know what was going on. I thought he was one of those characters. He activated some kind of cat cloak, and it was kind of cool. I'm not going to even hold you up. That shit was kind of awesome. He got little cat ears on his hood. He was badass. He went super fast. He got a hit in on the snake lady. So basically, they were able to free all of the captured kids. They took the snake lady down because when she came back to get one of the students, the girl that was there, even though it seemed like she was weak and was a crybaby, when she screamed out, she had a super loud voice. And it basically took out the snake lady. She went unconscious. Sorry, I'm calling her the snake lady. I'm high. You guys probably already figured that from the intro. I'm blow, so I can't think of her name right now. So we're going to call her the snake lady. The chubby snake lady. So they took her out. And then it switched to a scene with Konohamaru, and he's fighting Sawahara, Boruto, and Owabi, and Mitsuki. So they're all fighting, and he's basically kicking their asses. It doesn't look like they really have a shot of beating him. Dinky comes in, and he almost hits Konohamaru's target, but he just slightly misses. And he's all confident, and then it's revealed that Saraharu used her Sharingan Genjutsu and tricked him into believing that Dinkai, or whatever, I don't really know his name, tricked him into believing that he was trying to punch him, but really had a shuriken in his hand, and the shuriken was just long enough to hit the target on Konohamaru's belly. And so he was taken out. All they had to do was deal with Kakashi. So Boruto confronts Kakashi. He has his 4 shadow clones. They attack. Kakashi treats them as fodder, beats their ass. He's like, okay, 4 is your limit. About to finish you off, Boruto. You still have not learned your lesson. But then, all of a sudden, more Boruto clones come out. And it kind of takes Kakashi by surprise, because he's like, what the fuck? I thought your limit was 4. Like, you ain't got chakra like your dad. You know what I'm saying? But he's kicking all their ass like they're fodder too. And then as he's kicking their ass, he realizes that all the kids just transformed into Boruto. So he's beating their ass. He ends up killing all of them, basically. Not killing them, but kicking their ass. They're all spread out across the surrounding area. And all that's left is him and Boruto. And he's basically telling them like, you guys still haven't learned your lesson. You guys will still get slaughtered in battle. And Boruto's like, nah, fuck that. We got this. And he starts charging towards Kakashi. And then Kakashi realizes that all of the students strategically got knocked back to certain positions so they can use a sealing jutsu that would make sure he couldn't move. He still had enough power to move fast enough to catch Boruto's hands, so Boruto could not get the bell on his waist. They almost got it, but then time ran out. They all faint, they're all exhausted. Kakashi tells them they passed because this was a test about resolve and teamwork. And after he told the kids that they passed the test, he gave the iconic speech from Naruto, the one that his dad gave him and the one that he told Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. He told them that in this world, if you break the laws, you are scum. But if you somebody that chooses to abandon their comrades, then you're worse than scum. And that is one of the lessons he wanted to, present to them, to portray them, to teach them, basically. So everybody's relieved. The rest of the story is blase blah. Next week they're gonna get their. Actually, they end up getting their headbands this week. That's very important. But next week they're gonna be put into the 3-man squadrons. So we already know what the squads are gonna be. I mean, if you've seen the movies, then you pretty much know how it's gonna go. Yeah, but it was a very good episode, very interesting. I loved it. I would give this episode probably a 4 out of 5. So this is Anime Express. Thank you guys for coming to this channel. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, leave some comments, tell me what you thought of the episode, and get this money. Go out here and get this money. Be positive. Stay blessed. I love you all. Thank you. Peace.